All right, guys. So back pain has been something I've had to deal with for 10 years, maybe more, okay? And it definitely throughout the journey, my martial arts journey, starting with MMA into Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu, like it's just been something that's always been kind of a nagging thing in the background. I had some good stretches where it wasn't a factor or wasn't as much a factor through doing lots of, or later on in my 40s, learning a lot of like routines and stretches. I've been able to mitigate the pain and of course, certain things like going to a chiropractor for a while, that really helped to improve it, but never quite fully fix it. And then working with a physical therapist, that helped a lot in fixing a lot of issues I was having, specifically from my time doing jiu-jitsu and a lot of the injuries I was dealing with. But again, the back pain kind of would come back. And what it would do is as I would fix one thing, it would cause issues somewhere else. So through the consistent back pain, you know, of course you assume it's the whole thing, the back. So you do all these different things, dead hangs and Asian squats and all these things, and they all help. And then I had issues with my QL and through the lower back is where I had most pain. And then I had issues with my QL here for a long time and doing all kinds of things to heal that. My piriformis, a lot of my work with the physical therapist was to get rid of that QL pain. And again, it would help and it did get rid of that, but it would just move to a different part of my body. And then I'd realized that it would hurt more after kicking, right? Throwing my roundhouse kicks. And of course, any kind of grappling, it would just hurt. Dealing with my chiropractor and then being recommended a certain kind of mattress, and that helped. And I realized the way I sleep impacts it. And I think it's just an accumulation of years and years of damage and just not really quite fixing it or aligning it the right way, just dealing with that pain. So again, if you look at my channel, a lot of the stuff is like recovery driven. And there's a lot of things that helped and I would feel good for a little bit, but the pain would always come back. What I started to realize that it was my SI joint. And I did address that a few times. I did some stretches that really helped my piriformis and did some things that like were supposed to help align my SI joint. I guess I just didn't understand how significant that is in causing back pain. And the kind of back pain I'm talking, like it just felt like this part of my back from here to here was just kind of locked in place, and I'm kind of waking up and walking like this. I can't bend over and brush my teeth, and so I have to go through a whole stretching and mobility routine, and it would help, and I could train, and I could be so close to 100%, but then afterward, the pain would come back. So I finally did some research and found something that really explained what the SI joint is and what are the issues when it's out of alignment, and how it's not really supposed to move much. And when it does kind of slide out of place, all the pain and all the issues that it can cause. So after seeking that out, then it's okay, how can you get that back into alignment, right? So I'm trying all these things, and again, I'm getting relief, but not consistent, extended relief. And guys, the things I was doing, they're good. They help me recover. They help me continue to train. I'd get pain, I'd fix the pain, but I'm looking for a more permanent solution. So then I finally come across this video that basically says there are two exercises or two things you could do that will basically get your SI joint back into alignment, right? And I'm like, okay, I've tried all these different exercises and they all are effective to a point. So I tried these two, and I can't believe, I will tell you, I got immediate relief. Not only did I get immediate relief, I got extended, I have gained extended relief. The first movement or exercise ultimately is just a hip thrust, okay? You want to be your feet at shoulder width apart, okay? And then you can put your palms here, it doesn't really matter, all right? And then you're just gonna bridge up, you're gonna drive your hips up as high as they can go. And what it is you have to squeeze your glutes underneath you. Squeeze your glutes, because squeezing your glutes, those muscles, it helps slide the SI back into place. But they have to be engaged, so you can't be like dipping like this. You have to be fully engaged, so driving up. Now what I've been doing is a 30-second hold with like a 10 or 20-second rest and then 30-second hold. I think I've gotten up to maybe holding this for a minute, but anything more than that is unnecessary. So what I found to be very beneficial is I just do 2 30-second holds 2 or 3 times a week of this. It's not a huge time commitment, and it's not a complicated movement. The next thing is, the video I saw was a ball. So they had a ball. You put the ball between your knees, and then you have to squeeze the ball. So that brings your feet and everything closer together. And same thing, you're gonna bridge up. But now you have to squeeze the ball while bridging and squeezing your glutes. And I think this is what really helped me get my SI in alignment. So again, 30 seconds, 2 times, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. what I had to do at first, I didn't have like a good ball available to me, because that's a weighted ball, and you don't really need to have anything that has weight to it. So you could use a roller if you have a roller available. And this is what I was doing the first week, was using this roller and then squeezing. And again, squeeze your glutes tight while you're squeezing your thighs and pressing against the roller, and then 30 seconds. I cannot, again, stress how happy I am that I found a solution that's really bringing all my other work together, all the other videos and routines I use to maintain flexibility and mobility and agility and strengthen all those movements for my training. And I was okay. I was willing to live with a degree of back pain. I just kind of accepted that that was just going to be my journey. And as long as it didn't get too severe, then I could live with it. But now finding something that has pretty much taken it away with, again, just a very minimal time investment and minimal effort. The last thing I did do recently was I did get a hip strap belt. It's basically like a weight training belt, and you line it up on your hips, and then you pull the strap real tight, and it pushes your hips back into alignment. And man, I used to wear back braces when I did things, and that would help. I think that was pretty much holding things in place. And of course, you understand the mechanics of or the benefits or the purpose and the function of a back brace. But this was interesting because again, you sag it down past your hips. So here, and I feel it pushing my hips back together, back here, my SI joint. And I wear that while I'm cooking or standing for a bit. I don't wear that very long. Maybe the longest I've worn it is 10, 15 minutes, just a couple minutes. And that thing has continued to help realign my SI joint. And now I've discovered that was just another thing that I needed to fix to ensure that my training is just, I can train at my peak at my age, being middle-aged. I plan to do this as long as possible. So I'm happy to find these kind of things. And you guys, you have to try all kinds of things to find a solution. And when you think it's one thing, you got to work your way from the outside in. So you think it's something big, it's your whole back. And so you address that and you roll your back on, you do these stretches and everything to kind of help your whole back. And then, okay, the pain starts to move to a smaller area. You start to work in that area. And then you just have to keep trying things until you find what exactly is your direct issue, or the issue that is impacting all the other things that is limiting you in your ability to train effectively. So guys, I hope that is helpful. Give that a shot if you've been having lower back pain through your Muay Thai or Jiu Jitsu training, and I hope it helps you. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.